The following content is not meant for children. Hello everyone. Welcome to Aelix's Stellaris Empires, and today we are in for a special treat. These guys are very different from everything else I play, and that makes them very special in my heart. Today we're looking at the Krithakkan Solidarity. Aw, aren't they so cute? Yeah, I think they're so cute. So let's begin. Obviously, I went with the molluscoid snails because I wanted something cute. Unlike most of the times when I want something cute, it's not here to destroy you. Matter of fact, these guys are the opposite. They will destroy pretty much nothing. They're really cool that way. These are the Krithakkan, and plural is Krithakans, adjective is Krithakkan, and that's very straightforward and simple. And I didn't write a biography because I'm lazy. And it was mostly an experiment to see if it worked, and boy does it. I went with Molluscoid 2 on the name list, mostly because of the leader names. Redug, Sloozness, it just seemed right with Snail. The fleet names are pretty okay, and the rest, not really my thing. But it was the leader names that really made me pick 2 over 1, 3, or 4. Now we're into traits. The traits I selected was Intelligent, because they're not going to be really exploring. These guys are exceedingly tall. So to make the most you can out of what you got, research good. Industrial Sociologist, because they're going to become masters of the organic. Seeing that snails have a really high regenerative process on their own, and it's surprisingly well evolved. I went with that continued effort, being that they have the Gaia world origin, and they're from a Gaia world. That's a particularly excellent place to grow up, so I decided to give them non-adaptive. That habitability minus 10% is rough at the start, but that minus 10% can easily be overcome with technology. They are rapid breeders because population is strength in this game, and we're going to see that really get hammered home later. And because they live in a Gaia world, they really don't want to leave. We're already non-adaptive. I figured, why not sedentary? We're not going to have immigrants, so this is basically a free point. I gave them the Deneb system, so the star name is Deneb, and their home is Paradise. City appearance, we went with the molluscoid cities, which is these lovely little organic spirals, and for me, that was another reason why I decided to go with the biological ascendancy tree, because it just makes sense. Molluscoid, semi-organic, Gaia world thing we got going on. Alright, Origin, life-seeded. It's one of the strongest starts, because you're on a Gaia world that is size 25, it's amazing, you have rare planetary features, which means this also has ways of generating rare crystals, gases, and volatile motes. This is a great planet to start. If you're going to do a one planet challenge, this is the planet you want to do a one planet challenge with, and this is all set up towards that, and all you have to do is not have machine intelligence. So since this is one of the ones that doesn't say you can't have agrarian ideal, I went and picked up agrarian ideal, which is, for those who don't know, a really interesting shift to the districts. Generator, mining, and agricultural districts all provide additional housing. City districts provide one less housing, which makes them even less appealing, and the farmers provide amenities as opposed to just the city district, which is really interesting. So you're going to have a lot of farmers, and the other working districts all provide additional housing, so you're really not going to need those city districts at all. The main thing, the goal of this, is this inward perfection. Oh, you're basically out of politics, so don't worry about that. You're very much leave me alone, we're fine here. Your monthly unity is improved by 20%, which is amazing. Pop growth speed plus 10%, also super duper good. Edict capacity plus 1. And available envoys minus 1 following that, we don't diplomacy. The edict capacity plus 1 is why I went with Imperial. Edict capacity plus 1 as well. Plus, I don't have to make decisions on who my leader is. That's one less problem I have to deal with. And then over to our ethics, we went with an extreme xenophobe, mostly because of the pop growth speed being up 20%, but the starbase influence cost minus 40% is good, so while we may not have a lot of planets, we can still have a lot of territory. And then pacifists, Empire Sprawl from Pops minus 15% is super nice, because if you hadn't noticed, our pop growth speed is huge. And then Stability plus 5%, which is good, because when we finally do find a planet that we're willing to take over that's possibly not Gaian. And while I did think about going Fanatic Pacifist, the population growth speed here, along with everything else, is just too good to pass up. Advisor voice, I decided to go with the pacifist voice because in my head, these guys, while they're extreme xenophobes, it's more of a result of, no, we're good here, we're fine, please leave us alone, and not so much, grrr, hate the xeno.
Pacifist module failing. Your breathing is so loud, it's driving me insane. Initiating count to 10 protocol. 1, 2, 3, not working, reboot.
Nah. That's a fun one.
The only way to make peace with others is to make peace with yourself.
Yeah, see, that's more what I'm talking about. Empire name, we're the Krithakkan Solidarity. With the flag, I decided, since they had so much time to themselves, they went with this rather elaborate, delicate image. Being representative of their people, I went with the off-center slash, and I'm sure for people who've seen me do these before, look, big green, little red. Oh, big green, a little red. Ah, that made the snail people's flag look like a snail in the background. Ship appearance, I went with the molluscoid ships. And with the ruler, I went with color variant 3 to go with red and green. And room 3 because it has the inward perfection symbol there. Plus it leaves a nice, big, lovely open window to see our beautiful Gaian paradise world. In the eons since the first primitive Krithakkan communities took shape in the idyllic valleys and the lush forests of paradise, our civilization has spread and prospered. The vast world we call home has always been a paradise to our kind. As our scientific knowledge progressed, we began to see patterns in the biospheres that could not be natural. Did some unknown entity create this world specifically for us? Are we playing a part of a greater design? Regardless of its origin, our people have thrived in the pleasant climate and gentle environment of our homeworld. Now, after the discovery of the Hyperlane Network, the finest minds of the Krithakkan society have finished development of their first hyperdrives. The stars themselves are finally within our grasp. That's a neat origin story, I like that. Alright, so, let's take a look at the space stations, which are once again, just this lovely, organic, green, glowy beautifulness. Deneb is this lovely blue star, and it just so pretty. All right, we got our ships, which have these lovely swooping, again, somewhat organic. You know, I can see how snails could come up with this just elongated, I want to go fast-looking design. Construction ship, let's get the construction ship out a little bit. And the science ship as well. Get them away from the building. There we are. Construction ship. This is, great, big, almost like baleen sitting right on front. And you could definitely see how this could hold a lot of material. I would almost say it's like a stellar scoop. But, oh man, it's such a lovely design. And that green and red, you don't really see the red, but this green and black really works out super nice. And the science ship it looks like a race car to me. It's low and it's flat and it's got, trailing things. It's just so nice. So that is the Krithakkan people, and I really hope you enjoy them. I hope everyone gets a chance to try them out and just enjoy what it is for what it is. Just this new Gaian peaceful world. With that being said, thank you all for joining me. I really hope you're enjoying this series as much as I'm enjoying making it for all of you. If you do, please remember to like, comment, subscribe, and of course share, because sharing is caring. And check out the links down below, because you deserve it, because you watch Maester Aelix videos, and that's where all the really good stuff is, including a link to my Discord server where I hope to see each and every one of you. And with that being said, I shall see you all next time.